Welcome back. During a trip to South Florida today, President Trump announced he would restore sanctions against Cuba until their government can strike a deal that serves both countries' interests.
One of the biggest changes for Americans will be travel to the island, which exploded after former President Obama lifted travel and trade sanctions in 2014. ABC 7's Adam Cellini is joining us live from a local travel agency. They are against this move, Adam, despite the fact that it could actually improve their business.
Yeah, that's right, Scott and Haley. Obama made it easier for individuals to book their own travel to Cuba, but now, after Trump's announcement, it's likely that people that want to go to the country will have to turn to travel agencies like Legendary Journeys here, but surprisingly, they say that this new move is not fair to either citizens in Cuba or people here in America. Dana Lawrence got back from a 5-day trip to Cuba on Wednesday.
Cuba is like no other place I've ever been. I've been all around the world.
He spent 4 days exploring the music scene there, which was classified as professional research under the government's list of 12 acceptable categories for visiting. All he had to do was find a room on Airbnb and call an airline.
Bought the ticket, they sent you to another website to get the visa, and then it was done.
Last year, Cuba experienced a 13% rise in tourism, according to the Cuba Business Report, 1 year after Obama's executive order restoring relations with the country, an order Donald Trump vowed to repeal on Friday, hoping to keep U.S. dollars away from the Cuban government by making travel stringent once again.
Thank you for calling Legendary Journeys.
At Legendary Journeys in Sarasota, not much will change. They still boast one of the most robust programs to Cuba in the country and can send Americans in large tour groups by air or sea. But company president Al Ferguson is still against the move.
Your choices to go to Cuba change significantly today, which only benefit me. And that's wrong.
He says Obama did create something that no policy could repeal.
What changed from President Obama was it took the stigma and fear away of Americans going to Cuba.
And people like Lawrence believe their visits are making a difference.
If it's about military and human rights, you know, we don't have any travel restrictions to China and other places that have human rights violations. Why Cuba? I don't get it. Now, this isn't expected to be a full rollback to the embargo days. Legendary Journeys expects even commercial flights will continue to Cuba, but it might be difficult to find hotel accommodations because President Trump is demanding that people try to avoid any hotels with ties to Cuba's communist regime. Live in Sarasota, I'm Adam Cellini. Scott and Haley, back to you.
All right, Adam, thank you. The founder of ISIS may be dead, according to Russia. Last month, a Russian airstrike targeted a meeting of ISIS leaders in Syria. The terror group's leader, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, is believed to have attended that meeting. An official statement from the Russian Defense Ministry is now claiming that Baghdadi was possibly among those killed, but it may be difficult to confirm the claim.
Remember that Raqqa is a city under siege, so the Russians have no hard evidence. There's no DNA evidence that would suggest that he's dead.
Under Baghdadi's leadership, ISIS has conquered a vast stretch of territory and ruled close to 5 million people, and his followers were inspired to carry out terror attacks around the world. But Baghdadi has been reported dead many times before, only to reappear.
The Trump administration is making a big announcement about U.S. troop presence in Afghanistan. The Pentagon will send almost 4,000 additional American forces to the country in hopes of breaking a stalemate in a war that has now passed a third U.S. commander-in-chief. The deployment will be the largest of American manpower under Donald Trump's young presidency. The decision by Defense Secretary Jim Mattis to send more troops could be announced as early as next week.
Florida added nearly 30,000 jobs last month, the most of any state, but it isn't the only state boasting some success. According to the Labor Department, employers added a significant number of jobs in 9 states last month, while unemployment rates in 4 states fell to record lows. The figures suggest that steady, if slower, hiring this year is improving the job market in many states. The states with the largest percentage gains in jobs were Alaska, Alabama, and Louisiana, while the states with the highest unemployment rates Arkansas, Mississippi, Oregon, and Washington State.
We are getting really close to the official start of summer, and you know that's happening when Friday Fest gets underway.
ABC 7 Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan joins us now live from the Van Wezel Performing Arts Hall in Sarasota. Hi, Bob.
Hi. Hi, I tell you, a lot of folks showing up. We got John Saputo in the house is showing up. Carolyn Mason's here helping out. We're going to talk to her a little bit, see what she's doing. And we got Doug Demi and the Jewel Tones behind. They're playing some great music, kind of relaxed. They've been rocking and rolling back and forth, you know, a little blues here and there. Bring your dancing shoes, you're coming out, because they're playing some good dancing music right now. And I'm going to tell you, I've been here when it's been really, really hot. And it's not too bad with a breeze coming in. Don't get me wrong, it's not freezing or cold, but the nice little Mother Nature's air conditioning coming on through right here. Well, here's what's happening. A few brief showers are possible here, but not much at all. If anything develops, it will move through quickly, hardly unnoticed, and probably welcome. Bring a little bit of cool and relief here. You can see there's spotty showers well off into the Gulf. The heavy weather is by far inland, pushing off toward the east coast, and no real threat of any significant rainfall here through this evening. Now, this kind of situation sets up. We do have an occasional coastal shower in the morning and overnight because of the land breeze. Well, look at this mess down to our south. We may have to deal with some of that come Monday, Tuesday, and possibly into Wednesday of next week. That is a tropical mess right now, but don't worry about that until next week. Enjoy it, and the weekend is here. We'll have more of the weekend forecast coming up in a few minutes. Back to you guys.
All right, Bob, thank you. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office is releasing pictures of a man they believe robbed a convenience store. The 7-Eleven on 53rd Avenue West in Bradenton was robbed just before 2 o'clock this morning. Store workers say they were stocking shelves when the robber walked in. They say he was armed with a handgun and took off with some cash. No one was hurt, and anyone with information on the suspect is asked to call the Manatee County Sheriff's Office.
Manatee County Sheriff's deputies are investigating a string of vehicle burglaries in Parrish. Deputies say the suspects targeted 3 streets overnight: 90th Avenue Circle East, 54th Court East, and 55th Court East. They say sometime between 8 o'clock last night and 8 o'clock this morning, someone broke into 3 unlocked vehicles and stole a 4th car. If you have any information about these thefts, you're asked to call Manatee County Crime Stoppers. The number is on your screen.
So far, traffic seems to be running smoothly through the new diverging diamond interchange along University Parkway.
According to the Florida Highway Patrol, troopers have only responded to 1 crash in that area since the traffic pattern opened 4 weeks ago. ABC 7's Erica Jackson is joining us live from the diverging diamond to explain why some local residents are still unhappy with this new traffic pattern. Erica.
Good evening. According to the Florida Highway Patrol, the diverging diamond interchange was designed to safely accommodate the large number of cars that travel through this intersection daily. But some say the remaining construction is still wreaking havoc for locals.
After construction, the best thing is there's not a whole lot of congestion anymore.
It's been a quiet month for drivers and law enforcement near the new diverging diamond interchange.
I haven't had any close calls, but you do have to pay attention.
The Florida Highway Patrol blames the only crash at the interchange on a distracted driver.
Someone was not paying attention and someone ran into the rear of the vehicle directly in front of them.
Florida Highway Patrol State Trooper Ken Watson says there will be more drivers on the road when our temporary residents arrive in the fall. And the number of crashes may slightly increase in that area and around the Suncoast. But he says those drivers will also learn how to maneuver the first diverging diamond interchange in Florida.
And if anything, I believe that crashes will go down in this specific area when a year-to-date comes to fruition.
But not everyone is happy with the traffic pattern so far. Mobile gas station manager Mike Desai says the overnight intermittent lane closures on University Parkway directs drivers away from his business, east of the interstate.
So I need to go way far to next exit and come back about like 30 minutes to come back from another road to come here.
But officials with FDOT tell us that headache won't last much longer since construction is 3 to 4 weeks ahead of schedule. And Florida Highway Patrol expects the number of crashes to stay at a minimum.
We continue to see progress with people getting used to it and no longer being afraid of it.
Crews are adding bike lanes, sidewalks, and crosswalks to the median, so we can expect to see at least another month of construction in this area. Reporting live on University Parkway, Erica Jackson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Erica, thank you. Summer camp can be pure fun, and it can also be a time to learn about some potential careers. Nearly a dozen students from Booker High School wrapped up a week of field trips today by kayaking on Sarasota Bay. The Sea to Shore Alliance sponsors Eco Explorer Camp for students who lack the means to attend any camp. The 14 to 16-year-olds stay overnight in the dorms at New College of Florida. The organization's co-founder says some of these kids wind up with an interest in marine biology.
These are kids who normally would never have the opportunity to go to camp. We do fundraising throughout the year, and then we sponsor these 10 children, and all of a sudden they find themselves in a totally new world, and a lot of them are very interested in marine biology, but they've never thought they would have the opportunity to actually see a manatee close up, like they did yesterday when they went to Crystal River.
This is the Sea to Shore Alliance's third annual Eco Explore Camp, and they use those kayaks today to go through the mangrove tunnels on the south end of Lido, which is a really cool experience. So it looked like they had a good time.
Right, and the more I learn about these summer camps, I want to attend half of them. They're so interesting. Yep. Yeah, so good luck to them.
Well, still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, a study surrounding expectant mothers and autism.
What researchers say may increase the risk of babies being born with a developmental disability. That's straight ahead.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job. I am Goodwill, yeah.
Being the caregiver for my husband is truly a blessing, but sometimes it's easy to lose a part of myself. To be my best, for him and for me, it's important to have time to be able to recharge. When I called Tidewell Hospice, they gave me the chance to do just that. They helped me find the time to care for myself, all the while with the peace of mind of knowing my husband is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Why settle for less? Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Nobody beats Subaru in service, quality, vehicle quality, and overall quality. And ALG named Subaru the 2017 top brand for residual value. Now lease the most fuel-efficient vehicle in its class, a new Subaru Outback for just $229 a month. Or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
With a top prize of $10 million, the new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery is your ticket to take on the world.
If you get knocked down, stand up again. Rip it up again. Give me one chance, I'm gonna make it. Give me my chance, this is my chance, I'm gonna take it.
The new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery. One of our life-changing scratch-offs offering billions in cash prizes.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Having a fever during pregnancy appears to be linked to a 34% increased risk of autism in children. It was even higher for women who had a fever during their second trimester. Their children had a 40% increased risk of autism. And with 3 or more fevers, the increased risk jumped to more than 300%. That's the finding of a study of 100,000 mothers and their children by Columbia University researchers. It was published in the journal Molecular Psychiatry. Researchers aren't sure why there is this increased risk, but they surmise it has something to do with the mother's immune system and the baby's key brain development during the second trimester. Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. There is an accident on the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, and as you can see, that is a long strip of red there backing up traffic in the southbound lanes. Now we're going to head back out to the Van Wezel where Bob is live at the first Friday Fest of the summer. Bob.
That's right, the music's playing right now, the weather's nice, the nice breeze coming in off the bay, couldn't be better. And guess who is here? Carolyn Mason. She's been around this community for many, many years. Carolyn, thanks for joining us this afternoon, appreciate it. Carolyn, what are you doing here today?
I'm here with Harvest House Transitional Centers. We are a not-for-profit that provides housing for homeless families, alcohol and drug rehab housing, and we have a new program for unaccompanied youth between 18 and 24.
You guys are got a little booth set up here, a nice pretty dog here as well, and you're giving information to people.
Yes, we're passing out information because we've been here for 25 years, but a lot of people don't know who we are.
Well, you're always in the community, 4 years with the City Commission and 8 years with the County Commission, still working hard here for the community. Thank you, Carolyn.
Thank you, Bob.
Appreciate it. The weather is good. She was doing some good dancing too here with this great music, and I'll tell you more about that, but let's get to the weather right now and show you what's happening. Right now we are looking at beautiful skies out here, blue skies, a few showers well inland, but not much going on here. And you can see from the Van Wezel webcam review, we've had just a few brief showers now and again moving on in, but most of the activity has been rather light here along the coast, heavier activity by far well into the inland counties. Now, as far as the weather headlines go, isolated coastal showers overnight possible. Rain chances increasing late Friday on Sunday, Father's Day, and we're watching the tropics. This tropical system, the European model favoring more Mexico and Texas, the United States model more to the north in the eastern Gulf. The second scenario would give us a much more rain here, something we don't really need. Would cause some significant flooding. We'll have to keep an eye on that. That would be more Monday and Tuesday of next week. It just kind of bears watching. It's not going to be a big windstorm, but still, any kind of tropical system can cause problems. Well, the Titan radar picture showing the activity. Limited showers and storms moving off to the east right now. Most of the action, again, producing some lightning right there northeast of Lakewood Ranch, and trying to head off to the east and just kind of building up as it makes its way to the east, but nothing here along the immediate coastline. And I got to tell you, there's a lot of people here tonight enjoying the nice breeze. Now, high pressure has been bumped down a little bit. The southwesterly component will continue on Saturday. So what that means is that similar to what we saw today, inland storms mainly. 86 right now, dew point is at 74. And we have a west wind at 10, the barometer 29.93 inches. And that, by the way, is holding steady, but it's been falling earlier today. 86 the high today, and 89 is the normal. No rainfall, actually 0.05 of an inch of rainfall, hardly any compared to what we've seen. And as far as the forecast goes for boaters tomorrow, look for seas to be running basically less than 2 feet with a light chop on the bays and inland waters, and a water temperature now into the mid-80s. 7-day forecast looks like this. Chance for scattered showers tomorrow, better chances Sunday, and then look out Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It could be very wet depending upon the future movement of what could be a tropical system in the Gulf of Mexico. Much more on that a little bit later. Fishing has been tough going as of late with the heavy rain, but we finally got a chance to go out with Captain Johnny. Here's more. Well, the weather was cooperating on this day. Captain Johnny says it's been pretty good lately when he's been able to get out. But as the captain always tells me, there's no 2 days just alike when it comes to catching the fish. And just as the t-shirt says, it's time to get the job done. This family from Kentucky was down again on their annual summer break. And Sherry's fish breaks away right at the boat.
Oh, we just let go.
The fishing was good. It was the catching part that was difficult. The best time for fishing is in the morning lately with the calm seas and blue skies. After trying several places, Clayton finally gets the job done and hooks this one up.
I think it's one of those barracuda. Yeah, that's a barracuda. Pain in the neck when you're trying to snook fish, but they're fun.
These bay barracuda are small, but still have some sharp teeth. Next up was brother Jacob.
Nice trout right there. Johnny's getting the net.
Did you need that net for a barracuda?
No.
Jacob giving brother Clayton a little ribbing with the first keeper fish on board. And after many casts, Clayton finally gets a line screamer.
There you go. That's a big
This was no trout, but a big bluefish.
Way to go,
Nice bluefish.
Yo, 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 yo.
We got a big
And
net,
like
we got
the
a big
saying
net.
goes, a bad day fishing beats a good day at the office any day.
It's kind of slow today, but the fish that we have gotten are quality fish. Look at the size of this stuff. Nice, another 20-incher. Beautiful. Hey, remember, take a kid fishing, because someday they may take you.
I'll tell you what, this is the Moore Charters, Captain Scott Moore, catching that big tarpon that you see right there in the Gulf of Mexico. And Baitwalker 2, Trade Eats, showing this big Goliath grouper was caught in the Gulf. And then Show Me the Fish, Captain Larry McGuire, catching some big American reds out there at 175 feet of water. Well, not to be outdone, tight lines also. Captain Rick Brassett getting that big tarpon out there. What's going on? How are you? Good seeing you again, man. We got food, fishing, music. It's all good right out here at Van Wezel at the Friday Fest. We'll have much more coming up at 6.
Okay, Bob, thanks so much. They're no longer a combo. McDonald's is pulling the plug on its Olympic sponsorship deal. The fast food chain had the deal through the 2020 Games in Tokyo, but it's pulling out 3 years early. There's no word on why, but the International Olympic Committee says the decision was mutual. However, Mickey D's will still sponsor next year's Winter Olympics in South Korea.
Fans of sharks may want to look out for these new Forever stamps. The U.S. Postal Service is celebrating the wonder of sharks with 5 new stamps that feature 5 species that inhabit American waters: the mako, thresher, great white, hammerhead, and whale sharks. The stamps will be available nationwide on July 26th. You can pre-order them in early July.
It's time for Shark Week.
Shark Week,
right?
That's what I was thinking. Yep, entertainment news is next.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee counties since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
Get ready for the most hair-raising event of the summer. Feld Entertainment and the Ringling Museum present international circus superstar Bello Knott in Incredibello, a gravity-defying, laughter-inducing, super stunt performance live at the historic Oslo Theater. Don't miss out on the must-see event of the summer, Incredibello, playing June 13th through July 29th. For tickets, visit ringling.org today.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
Since 2014, Addiction Hope and Helpline has answered calls for recovery and treatment 24/7, 365 days a year. If you're depressed, drinking, using drugs, or taking pills, call now and talk to someone who cares.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Most insurance covers substance abuse. You can get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call 800-622-1941. 800-622-1941.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
What's a nice Jewish girl to do when she can't introduce her WASP boyfriend to her conservative parents? Hire an actor. Hilarious and insightful, Bo Jest is at the Players Center June 14th through the 25th, and it's your ticket to a sizzling summer. Call the Players at 365-2494 or visit theplayers.org. Don't miss Bo Jest.
Singer Katy Perry has broken a Twitter record.
She's now the first person to get 100 million followers. While Perry is sitting pretty with all those followers, she needs to watch her back because singer Justin Bieber is not far behind. He's got 97 million followers. Singer Taylor Swift has just over 85 million followers. Yoko Ono is now officially credited with helping to write one of John Lennon's hit songs. The National Music Publishers Association invited Ono to accept an award that declared Imagine its centennial song. The president of the association then surprised Ono by recognizing her as a co-writer of the song. The audience heard a vintage BBC interview clip of Lennon saying that the song should be credited as Lennon Ono because parts of it were straight out of Ono's book called Grapefruit.
And finally, a moment to remember a superhero. The bat signal went up in Los Angeles in honor of Adam West last night. The 88-year-old actor died last Friday after a battle with leukemia. West was best known for his role as Batman in the iconic 1960s television series. The Los Angeles mayor and police chief joined others at City Hall for this ceremonial lighting. Very cool.
I just wish they could have done this while he was still alive.
I know, that's what you always have to remember, to celebrate people while they're here.
With us,
you know, hopefully they're watching, but you know, while they're in our presence. Yes, that's true. Yeah.
We'll be right back with more news.
The official salon of ABC7.
Rose takes her volunteering for Tidewell Hospice very seriously. But she knows how to have fun, too. And that's what she brings when we're invited to visit patients as part of Tidewell's pet therapy program. People love to see her. She really brightens their day. She makes people smile. And in end-of-life care, a smile can be a wonderful gift. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.